Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we start our class, let's recite Al-Fatihah. Okay, today we're going to start our class. We're going to learn chapter 1, which is Introduction to Economics. Basically, economics is very important aspects in our life. The desire of human beings are always unlimited, and they will try as hard as possible to satisfy the unlimited wants. However, the resources um, that we have is in this world are limited. Yeah, so that is the problem of economics lah. That is the problem where the desire of or human wants are unlimited, but the resources are limited. Okay, so economics is actually study how the unlimited wants of human being fulfilled by the limited resources. Yeah. Okay, so kita nak tengok, we're going to look at the definition of economics itself. So itu adalah secara apa kita panggil tu secara ringkas. What is economics all about? Now we go to the definition itself. Economics can be defined as a social science that studies how people and society organize scarce resources in order to satisfy their unlimited wants. So kita tahu resources are scarce ataupun resources ini adalah limited. So itu adalah ekonomi. Macam mana kita nak study, macam mana kita nak penuhi kita punya kehendak dengan sumber yang tidak mencukupi ini. Okay, so other name of resources ini kita boleh panggil juga sebagai factors of production ataupun kita boleh panggil juga sebagai input. Okay, so basically there are 4 factors of production, 4 resources or 4 inputs. We have land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Okay, so kita akan pergi one by one. So what is land? Land includes all natural resources, includes all natural resources which we can derive from the earth itself. Anything that we get from nature, anything that we get from earth itself is known as land. So what is the example of land? For example, timber, oil, coal, and water, and soil, petroleum, and so on. So that is actually something that we can extract from the earth. We get from the nature. Right. So what would be the return ataupun what would be the reward to land? So kita akan tengok apa reward, apa return kepada land. So usually in economics, the return or reward to land kita panggil sebagai rent. Rent. And then kita tengok pula input ataupun factors of production yang kedua, which is labor. Okay, so what is labor? Labor are workers defined as people who contributes their energy mentally and physically to earn wages or salary. So why do we work? Kenapa kita bekerja? So we are working because we want to earn salary or wages. We want to continue our life. So we need money. So that's why we will work. Labor also can be categorized into 3 categories. There are 3 categories. The first one is skilled workers, usually professionals that have higher level of education. For example, doctors, lawyers, teachers, and then architects and so on, engineers and so on. And then semi-skilled workers that are semi-professional that have a moderate level of education. For example, technician, clerks and so on. And the last one is unskilled workers. It is not professional lah, maksudnya dia punya level of education would be low lah, contohnya macam buruh, cleaner and so on. Right, so what is the return or reward to labor? It is wages or salary. Okay, so what is the difference between wages and salary? Okay, so wages ini adalah payment to the worker that is not fixed, which means it depends on hours, it depends on daily, daily basis ataupun hourly basis lah. Contohnya kerja kat 7-Eleven, contohnya selama 8 jam. So kalau 8 jam ataupun kita kata 10 jam, so 1 jam dia dapat RM10. Then kalau dia kerja selama 8 jam, dia akan dapat contohnya berapa? 10 darab 8, so it will be RM80 for example. Dia berdasarkan jam ataupun hari. So kalau ada MC ke apa, dia tak akan dapat gaji on that particular day lah. Dan yang kedua salary, the payment is fixed, which means you will have the same amount of salary every month. So tak kisahlah you all MC ke apa ke, gaji tu tetap fixed lah. Okay, so we go to the third types of resources, which is capital. Capital known as stock of goods created by human beings to help them in production of other goods and services, ataupun kita panggil sebagai man-made goods, to be used to produce other goods and services. So capital ni dia memang important sebab kita tak boleh gunakan labor sahaja untuk produce barang dan perkhidmatan. Kita kena guna machine and so on, betul? Jadi machine and everything is known as capital lah, Okay, example machinery, tools and equipments, computers, laptop, apa lagi macam-macam lah, machinery and so on lah, itu adalah capital. Okay, and the return to capital is interest. And the last type of resources is entrepreneur. So entrepreneur refers to a person who have the kita kata dia ada skill yang lebih berbanding dengan ordinary labor. Okay, so they have the ability of planning, they have the ability of organizing, directing, and also controlling. Entrepreneurs is a person who organizes the other factors of production, land, labor, capital, to produce other goods and services. So who is actually entrepreneur? Entrepreneur ni adalah business person lah. Okay, so now what is the difference between entrepreneur and labor? They are human beings, they work. So the difference is that entrepreneur dia able to take risk. Dia sanggup ambil risiko apa? Untung dan rugi, profit or loss. Tapi labor dia tak ada risiko lah. Risiko di mana dia tak ada risiko untung rugi. Jadi dia punya risiko tu adalah kurang. So usually labor will work for entrepreneur. Okay, so the return for entrepreneur ataupun reward for entrepreneur adalah profit. So basically we have 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. The return to land adalah rent. The return to labor adalah wages or salary. The return to capital adalah interest, and the return to entrepreneur adalah profit. Okay, so this is what we say that these resources are limited and scarce, and people will use these resources. They will organize these resources to satisfy their unlimited wants. Okay, and what are the unlimited ones? It consists of goods and services. Jadi goods are tangible lah, something you can see and you can touch. For example, books, laptop, handphone, and so on. But services is not tangible lah, non-tangible, something that you cannot touch, you cannot see, but you can only enjoy the benefit of the services lah. For example, transportation, education, and so on. So itu adalah unlimited ones, goods and services. And later we're going to look at the scope of economics.